There we are. We should be live now. So
I just got a notification.
it worked.
Yay.
There's even a little thing in the top corner of the screen there. It says live.
All right. So welcome
Good
to
know.
what is this? April. Welcome to April's live stream. We
Welcome
made
to
it.
April. 3 days before May.
And the delay has caught up, and now I can see that we are live on
Oh, I
YouTube as
agree.
well.
I also need a keychain with
the ice cream is fuel.
and a T-shirt and all the things.
We're fueling.
Write this down.
I've been mentioning this for, well, we have it written down, I think. Well,
it's
we
written
did
down
2
in a few
years
places.
ago.
Oh,
Write it down some
why
more.
is the broadcast? Oh, nope, now it's back. That was weird.
I gotta close some windows so I don't get lag here.
Yep, we're getting. Man,
I
what's the
enjoy
name
your
of that?
pizza, Faust.
Circles are the circliest. Sorry, that's my input.
Trypophobia. That's what it is. You know what I'm talking about, Shen? Also, I don't know why the live broadcast keeps cutting back to just the face image and not the desktop.
Oh, there you are. Everybody went quiet and I thought our thing muted.
Oh no. Welcome back, I guess.
That's weird.
What's the problem?
So,
Yeah, I think we might have lost you for a second there. We just got like a dozen more circles pop up instantly.
Oh,
Circles are the
yeah, there's some
circliest.
weird lag going on in that I can see your desktop just fine. Or not desktop, but I can see what's going on just fine. But on the YouTube, it cut out of the image and just had your
there
profile
something-
pic for a minute there. Hopefully, whatever that is has resolved itself. Because I don't know what that was. Oh well. More trypophobia fun.
I see that Shen Travis joined this video call.
Did we? Oh, we do appear to have lost Shen and then regained Shen.
Oh no.
Uh,
Who will step up and draw things for us?
Not
Not you, Fox.
I guess that leaves you.
Oh no.
I guess. Yeah. We have eliminated all other options.
Can you guys hear me?
I
you're
can hear
back.
you now.
What the heck is going on? I didn't touch a thing. I was just drawing circles and all of a sudden it muted me.
Yeah, and then it like dropped you out completely, and then logged you
And
back
at
into the call.
9:07 p.m. you said, "Can you hear me?"
Like I don't
So,
know, man. I don't know what happened. I was
reshare
just
your
drawing
desktop.
freaking circles. Hang on. Enjoy more circles. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen a lot.
Okay. That's everyone.
Yeah.
And now it should be working again. I'm watching the YouTube to see if it does. YouTube appears to have caught up. All right. Getting frenetic avatar slideshow. Yeah. Sorry, that should be fixed now.
Just don't say literally.
It is figuratively everything I can do. It does appear to be fixed now. So, we've already got something going.
Oh boy.
Cool.
While we're going.
There you go. Hey, Sweetie's here. Let's see here. John's here.
See, now I just want to see one of the Hey Kitty characters as River Song.
I can't draw that. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about that character.
It's just that her like one of her catchphrases is "Hello, sweetie." So
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
you're like, what's
really
the
unsure
connection?
where that was going or coming from.
Like, maybe it's because she has the flu and her brain is weird.
Oh yeah, so you're sick today, so if she seems a
Ice
little
cream.
off crowd, just know that things might get weird. I've seen her sick
I like
before,
weird.
and the logical sentence structure is one of the earlier things to go.
Love it.
See, okay, that I want that as a shirt with the banner thing that I drew the other day, Fox.
Right, the ice cream is fuel in banner above and below.
Yes, please.
Ice cream a theme today.
A theme?
Unrelated.
Oh,
Okay.
I was like, we just started.
you read the comics.
How do we have a theme yet?
It's just made of today from earlier, another comic that I read and drew a lot of ice cream this week.
Oh, John says, "Do you guys need someone to draft a weirdness disclaimer?"
And I think a couple of us have responded yes.
Ah,
Wait, we don't have one.
there's my timing.
Yay.
And I believe we responded as you were speaking, so
Yes.
you just happened to be the one to respond out loud.
I'm the only one lazy enough to not do it with a keyboard.
See,
Did you tell all of the
I
chat
have a
rooms that were streaming?
coworker-
Because I left the chat room.
I have a coworker
Go on.
who says that, you know, she does stuff in a certain way because she's lazy, and I tell her, see, when you say lazy, I hear efficient.
My dad used to say it takes a lot of work to do this little.
Accurate.
Oh, it froze
Just
for
posting
somebody.
more things.
Is it back?
Yeah, I don't know. It's streaming all right for me, but I don't know about Fausto.
Can you guys see what I'm drawing?
I can see just what we have now.
As can
Uh,
I.
I am
Yeah,
not sure
yeah.
what's
Picture?
happening.
Ice cream drenched.
Oh, yay.
Did I click over there?
New osmosis-based refueling system not working out as planned.
Mew scream.
I like the cherry on top.
Good details.
It's the little things. Well, now nobody's talking in the chat, so I can't tell if the chat is. I'm just going to assume that everything's fine. Work from there.
Hopefully.
Here we go.
Just-
Help! I'm covered in fuel.
Ice cream doesn't catch fire, does it?
It
Yeah.
depends on how hot you get it.
This one a banana.
Nothing on that. Sorry, that was a fire starter reference. Nobody should get that.
Don't worry. I think with the silence, it's safe to say nobody did.
Yeah. Man, that was a terrible novel and pretty bad
There.
movie.
Now the ice cream's on
And
fire.
that ice cream.
Yay!
There we go.
I forgot Jay's spots. I'm just like shit posting at this point till somebody tells me what to draw.
All right, you should draw.
I'm gonna draw ice cream on fire.
You should draw Kitty right alongside her stunt double for all those crazy stunts that she has to do for this comic.
Would that be Heather?
I gotta ask, do you mean Heather or do you mean like a stunt double?
No, I mean
Oh.
someone who looks suspiciously like Kitty if you're not looking too
But
hard
not
and
quite?
she's moving quickly.
Okay, alright, hang on, that's funny.
Is the stunt double a bio or an android?
It could be either.
2 seconds, forgot.
I know if
Is
this were to
it
show
Jay
up,
dressed up as the stunt double?
I know if this were to show up in the, if this were a comic that I were writing for a Fox, it would be Fox in the outfit getting tossed off a building.
Oh, by Tedums.
Right.
Oh,
Tedum
I-
should be more of a thing.
He is in the next book, if we ever get there.
You'll get there eventually.
Yeah,
You
in a
just
few
have
years.
to not die of old age first. You know.
I'm not cruel enough to ask Shen to draw Tedums.
No. No, Tedum's is...
Shen, we should figure out what the heck this thing is, and then you should
Hold
draw
on,
it.
I can't. I
Tedum's
can
for
find it.
president.
It's the evil Dr. Mantis shrimp.
Yes.
Oh god, I am not drawing Dr. Mantis strip.
Right.
Well, there goes that plan.
Exactly.
Why would you make something that?
That was Tyson.
I blame Tyson. Yeah, that was
No
100%
more
Tyson's
voting on
fault.
character species.
He's
End
a
up
recurring
with a lot of
character in the
time.
next book. He's going to show up a bunch.
Oh god, great, thanks.
No, not next
I look
month.
forward
No, next book.
All right,
Not
everyone. We
next
need
month.
you to double your contributions to Patreon in order to get Shen to stay on board.
To draw
Right.
Tedums.
to that. Right? You want me to draw
Look,
a mantis strip a whole bunch? Pay me.
Yes, please. Well, also then we might get to Tedums faster.
Right. Also, I can see that as like the next promotion. Well, Shen got a hold of the next book's script, and now she's demanding more money.
Every page with this character, you have to pay me extra.
See, looks like Fausto is asking for a dwarf officer Richards.
Is that like Lord of the Rings dwarf?
I don't know if that means a small Officer Richards or Officer Richards as a dwarf.
I want Officer
I don't know.
Richards
Yeah, let me finish
and
this.
his
And apparently-
annoying like brother-in-law or whoever
His
as
Brother-in-law.
annoying
boss.
cousin-in-law who has to ride with him on the police force because of some contrived plot device to make
Or
a
misunderstanding.
romantic comedy where they fall in love by the end and solve
I
crimes.
just realized that Officer Richards and his brother-in-law working the precinct together is totally the like aftermath of the romantic comedy. Like they're
It's
the
true.
like it's the brother of the bride that like would never let his sister date the guy, but then like he's also a police officer, so they had to work together and kind of got on okay. And in the end, they got married. You know, the police officer and the lawyer got married. But now it's like, 10 years later or 15 years later or something, and the two officer brothers-in-law still work together and kind of don't get along very well.
Okay, so after the dwarf Officer Richards, I want to see a like romantic comedy movie poster of that. Does that make sense? I don't know.
I get the idea, but other than... No, I can't think of what a romantic comedy movie poster looks like specifically.
It looks
Off of
like
my head, I'm not
two
1,000%
who-
sure.
What?
I can draw shipping. Do you want me to draw shipping? Because
I believe that was your proclamation yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh no.
I did warn you. I warned Fox. It's coming. It's gonna be canon. It wasn't in the script, but I put it there.
Who? What?
Oh no. They're
I'm gonna ruin
scheming.
this comic.
Nothing good comes from this.
Fox.
She's taking advantage of having most of the visual control of what happens.
Yeah. These things that are not in the script. Things that are in the script now. Best I can do for Dwarf Officer Richards, I'm not really sure. I could draw him and his brother-in-law, but what context did we want?
Isn't his brother-in-law Legolas?
Oh God.
No. Also, this is more like a Snow White dwarf because I got a little stuck.
Okay, then his
I don't know.
brother-in-law is Snow White?
I think his beard needs cheetah spots.
Alright, that I could do. There, spotted beard. And actually some of the mustache too. There we go. Golden.
Dig it.
I think the term is mine it with a dwarf.
Alright, hang on, I thought of an idea on how to do the suggestion, but I have to look up a reference real quick.
I look up romantic comedy movie poster references. Oh,
More
no.
or less.
Isn't it
Mine
usually
actually-
like
Anything from like 1992 to 1997 with Tom Hanks on the cover?
there's usually some sort of like fuzziness and fading involved in the
That'll do after. Here's the smiling woman. It's Jay's mom. Usually very stern, but
I return.
here we are.
Before the Hangout has managed to kick out the version of me that crashed.
Yeah.
This is me from the future, guys. I need to warn you and stop you from doing this thing that you're about to do before it destroys the world.
Oh, snap.
too late.
So yeah, those of you watching on Facebook can't see, but we have the little icons of each of the people connected to the call, and apparently Ray has crashed and returned. So now there are two of him.
Yep, there's two of me.
Weird. I can't see
Also,
it either. I've got
it's-
another
It's more
window
like
open.
Rye, but
Right. Sorry.
I've
How
never
dare
had I've
you.
never had Ray before.
Take back all of his money now because of you.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, I
I've
don't
had
have
a
any
weird
for you. I'm
day.
gonna have to get it from Jen.
I need that for my lifestyle. Accidentally made the lady too small. Wait, hang on, I could fix this. Make Tom Dick smaller too. I gotta make room for his brother-in-law after all. Come in, I'm having fun. There we go. I fixed it. Look how young he is. World hasn't broken him yet, but it will. She's a high-powered lawyer. He's a cop.
Together they are.
Then they
Lawyer
get
cop.
married, and that's the story. The end. Story over. Except for
I can't believe
Or
that thing
now,
happened to us to drive us apart, but then I realized I could be a better person if I set aside our differences and just loved you for who you are.
But
I
you're a
was fighting
defense
with
lawyer, and I'm a
family.
police officer. Could never work out.
but you're my
My
brother's
love,
partner.
How can you get the jury to acquit everyone I arrest? I get up in the morning, I go to work, I arrest everyone in the city, and then
And that's,
the next day they're all out again.
remember the epaulets. There's her angry brother. And now it's a poster. What's the name of this movie?
Double cop.
Double Cop it is.
We also have another suggestion from Sweetie.
I accidentally covered up the window with references. What do we got here? Hockey playing. Well, let me look up some reference.
Now, wrestling, I'm sure you could do without any reference.
Any reference for wrestlers, yeah.
Yeah, well, not so much that
They
she
wear
would
very
do it
little.
without pulling up reference, just that she already has that reference ready to go.
I mean, actually, I literally right now at this moment have a window open with references for the women's champion Naomi, because I wanted to draw her because her gimmick is blacklight and I really want to paint that first. Here's a helmet, except it's furry, so she gets ear holes in the helmet because that's how furry works.
Oh, that's gotta suck for the rabbits. Well, I guess mostly, it's probably almost all predators playing anyway.
Oh,
Probably.
sure of it.
Well, maybe there are
Be a
ear
rabbit
guards
lucky
as
enough
well.
to have floppy enough ears to just roll up and then tuck underneath the helmet there.
Nobody's expecting like good art from me.
Of course we are. You just don't
Hello,
think that good art is good.
J.O. Richard.
J.O.
And Richard has joined.
Welcome to the
Oh,
Mad.
that's Riku. What up, Riku?
Yeah. He hit me on Discord and said, Shen said that you were streaming. It's like, yeah, here's a link.
Yeah, did you put it in the void chat at all?
Shen-
Oh, I forgot the void. No.
Shen said you were streaming,
Art,
Yeah,
art,
people
art.
were doing it.
but actually it's more like Shen is streaming and we're making noise, but you got it.
I mean, yeah, but and then you can be team. Well, it's a happy kitty. Team happy kitty. She's never happy kitty anymore. I ruined that. Fox made it worse.
Okay, now there's a
If,
link
if,
in
if, she's,
art.
if she's on Team Happy Kitty, what are the rest of the teams in the league just other internet memes?
Is this a meme?
Is
Happy
Happy
Cat.
Kitty a meme?
Happy kitty.
He's the original Can-Has cheeseburger cat.
Oh.
Okay, hang on a
Familiar
second.
with
I got an idea now.
His-
Because I was literally just about to draw another hockey player as Grumpy Cat. Which character? Yes, we don't know hockey stick. I mean,
I suppose
probably.
I suppose if this were in really it should be Heather, but I think that might just look too much the same.
I don't know.
I'll find a way.
Did anyone opt for the Canadian alternate voices version when they bought their Android originally?
Canadian Anthroid's so polite.
So polite,
Oh, is that Lucky?
except on the hockey rink.
I dig that Kitty's all determined
Sticking
face and
out.
Heather's just like, I'm having fun.
Somebody is asking who is speaking.
Well,
Oh,
so this is Fox.
I'm Anne, another writer for Hey Kitty.
I'm Shan. I'm drawing.
And I'm Rye. I bought their friendship.
And you can too at $25 a month.
It's a steal. 3 friends for $25. Oh man.
Actually, speaking
There, now
of which,
Heather is on Team Grumpy Cat.
there we go. Determined Kitty on Happy Cat team. Happy Heather on Grumpy Cat team.
And the stadium is sold out.
What would make him? All right, now what am I drawing?
You are drawing.
So Riku
That's
wants
one.
Canadian
Add one.
grease.
How would I even like? What would be the difference?
I'm trying to think. Is that just grease in a beanie or?
I don't even know how I would draw that different. All right, I'm gonna make him a lumberjack now, just because.
Oh yeah, no, that there you go.
Grease,
Or
Grease is
isn't
a
that
character.
hipster Grease?
So
I'm thinking along the lines of the musical here, and I'm like,
Version.
I'm not sure how
Right.
that works or what you're looking for.
so Grease is one of our characters from the Void site, who
Ah.
is a part-time pro wrestler, part-time werewolf.
Oh, we
Mhm.
also misread the word Greece because that's the country
What do you mean?
Greece, not.
No, that's
That's
also the
the
name
other
of the
half
character.
That's the other half of why I was confused.
Like
I'm
Canadian
sorry, this
Grease.
What
is
is-
my fault.
It's
what
already
is
Grecian?
Canadian Grease? No, I can dig that. Like, it's maple
This is my
flavored
fault for naming the character
spanakopita,
Grace.
or poutine spanakopita, and I've lost the dessert all of a sudden.
Baklava.
Yeah, there you go, and some maple baklava.
That could work.
And
Judging by the amount of honey they put in at the local Greek festival, just replace that with maple syrup and bada bing.
I don't know who CF Animation is, but they want you to draw him as a goose, which then you're Canadian geese.
CF
We're sure getting a
Animation is
theme
apparently on
here.
my account, which
Let
explains
me finish
why none
putting
of
him
us
in
recognize him.
flannel.
Right, now you've got it. Yeah, you're the one that decided on lumberjack. So
And I didn't really know where to go from there.
just now I've got the lumberjack song in
Alright.
my head.
Do not put that. Do not do that to me.
No. No, at least 50% of us have it in our head now.
That's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, and once again, the live stream seems to have lost the desktop sharing.
Oh
I
no.
don't know
Ugh.
why.
Can you see me?
I can see you here.
Can you see my art?
Now it's back.
Yeah.
So what's weird
See
is
the
I
artwork
can see
again?
it just fine in the Google Hangout, but I've got on the laptop here a window open running the YouTube stream, and it seems to be cutting in and out.
I would like to
So
mention, oddly, that I can see your desktop and your little picture on the Google Hangout here.
right, yeah, but that's not broadcasting. None of those
No. Y'all are missing the teeny
random
tiny
anime
wild
backgrounds.
action and anime backgrounds from anime I don't recognize.
Because it's backgrounds collected over a couple of decades of desktop backgrounds. Oh, this is Canadian geese. I got it. Why?
Hey.
Because we can. And I'm guessing the Void crowd is landing because we're getting a couple of
Yeah,
new
it
people in
seems
here
so.
that I don't know.
Yeah, these are my guys now. Welcome. Oh, and then yeah.
So that means some more
Now what?
fun suggestions of characters that some of us
Nobody
don't
else
know.
knows about. Yeah,
That's fine because I know how to draw them.
we
But
And
we are going
yes,
to try
it's
to
fun
do a
Anyways,
little more
regardless.
to Hey Kitty if we can, but
yes, we
All right.
definitely
sure
will
we
try
will
to keep
stray
it more
again.
dedicated.
I've got a suggestion.
God knows. Go on.
Without looking up any references, take an Anthroid who's not going to be freaked out by it and draw the exploded view.
Wow,
Wait,
I think
what?
that might be
You
a
want me to
lot of work.
hang on?
No
You need me to
references.
draw something exploded?
I,
Don't explain it.
I
Draw the
right, hang on.
exploded view.
okay, we'll just see what that means to Shen.
Getting some lag here, which is making this spot black a little more difficult.
Ah, it's Flets. Okay. That's who CF Animate is.
Oh, what up, sluts? Yeah, definitely boy crowd here. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, so I just do a bunch of exploded pieces and parts.
Exploding pieces. That's
That's not too far off from what it's actually supposed to be.
But you're also not going to sketch an exploded view of an Anthroid.
No.
I don't.
No.
What do you mean by an exploded
So-
view?
You know
Take a
those things
drawing
where you
of a
see
machine
like all the parts spread out?
and make it so
in-
you can see all the parts at the same time.
Oh God, no! Are you crazy?
That's why I didn't want it explained.
Right, and that's why I was
Because
like,
I
"What?
thought it would
No."
be funnier like this.
So I wasn't too far off. I did that, except
No.
Right?
burned.
Yeah, you got parts flying off. That's good. Well, I mean, bad for the poor Anthroid.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, like I can draw that, but you better pay me.
Right.
Right. So I see the mention of the technical diagram and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's
that
what
could
the
be
exploded
like
view.
if we get to the Patreon to $500 a month.
There you go. Yeah, you
Then
get the
I'll pay
Patreon
for
up to
the
500 a
thing.
month.
Pay me enough. I will. Like, I'm not an engineer. I don't even know sci-fi all that well, but I will figure it out for that kind of money.
Hi, I'm an engineer. I also know sci-fi.
And I will make you help me, but mostly I'm just probably going to collect a mess ton of references.
It's actually
Right,
been
so
one
we-
of the
so is
cooler
that a
things
thing?
about.
We get that when we reach $500, please.
Is it?
That sounds like a thing to me. That'll be part of the background, behind the scenes.
Cool.
We can do a full exploded Anthroid
Schematic
build.
diagram.
So speaking of behind the scenes, wow, that's the second time I've tried to transition to this.
All right, gotta
They've
derail
both
it.
been good ones. We changed some of the backer rewards. Backer rewards. No, that's a different company. We changed some of the Patreon rewards. Mixed it up a little bit. So now it used to be that at $15 a month you got the monthly. She's doing the horror thing again. You got the monthly behind the scenes sketch where we break down like some of the process of how things ended up looking the way they look. That's been moved all the way down to the $5 a month set, so a lot more people can get to see that because it's super cool. So yeah, swing by the Patreon and check it out because we've got some awesome stuff going there.
I know I could get it for free because I'm one of the writers, but like I'm considering changing my measly $3 pledge to $5 so that I can. Oh my goodness, that is horrific. What is happening?
Yeah. I thought, what if?
What if? Oh
A
no.
little bit of her head.
Oh,
So just a little bit of her head has exploded here.
aw.
It's not the
Oh, is
I'm not
this
gonna
the
lie.
No,
alternate
just-
version? Is this the kitty version of the head explosion?
Oh no.
Kitty learned from Fox, but she does it so much more intensely.
Or with so much more emotion?
Right. Although it makes me wonder, I don't actually remember if we ended up writing in the coyote
The coyote.
character, the Anthroid that's picking himself apart.
Oh no, that's in like book 2 or
Whoa,
3.
that
Does
sounds
he- does he
awesome. I
show
want
up
to draw
like-
that.
That's I'm pretty sure that's
Alright.
book 3.
Preview for book 2 and
Okay.
3 right now.
What's
Well,
that? You want me to
that's-
draw
that's-
body horror? I'm in.
That's why we were so excited. That's one of the reasons why I was so excited that we were getting Shen, because it's like, because
Right,
you were
like,
freaking
right up
out
her
about
alley.
the idea of drawing this character. I'm like, no worries, it's in like 5 years.
Right. You'll be better by then. But that's actually been one of the super fun things about getting to work with Shen on this project is
She's awesome.
like the version of Kitty moving through the factory that I wrote was very different from how it ended up appearing in the comic. Like all the words and descriptions are the same. She didn't rewrite what happened, but She re-envisioned it in such a different way that it had been in my head, and it turned out so much cooler than what I had been writing. That's like the best part about getting to work with an artist to make something like this is that as much as I can put into the writing, like so much more comes out of it when you collaborate. Sorry.
Why are you saying sorry? Is
Getting
my
all
sorriness
mushy.
contagious?
Patreon reward, build your own Anthroid. We have a Patreon reward, make one of your OCs into an Anthroid, but I don't know what the reward level would have to be for a physical one. More than I know how to write down in numbers.
Or maybe isn't that feels like that's related to the previous discussion of the schematic.
I believe it is, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Build your own. Based on everything I don't know about artificial intelligence,
Right.
I'm going to go with about 50 million.
Works for me. We hit 50 million, I'll promise that.
And we'll figure out how to build an Anthroid.
It's
And
like,
Cozy's here.
we've got
What up,
Uncanny
Cody?
Valley humanoid robots already. You just kind of got to brain them correctly, and that's not going to be easy.
It's hard enough to get people to brain correctly, and they come with built-in hardware.
A lot of the time it's more like squishware, but yeah. For $50 million a month, I knew a guy in college who, at an internship, wrote fluid dynamics equations for human bodies exploding in some movie. I don't even remember the movie, but it was cool.
My choir director's husband worked in effects on like Matrix and Pirates of the Caribbean. And so when I remember when I was in her class, like she was talking about how her husband just blew up pirate ships in a big pool for a living.
That is an awesome fact.
That's
the
cool.
coolest thing I've ever heard.
Remind me whether or not the chat is saved to the video of the stream.
The chat
It is
unfortunately
not.
does not save to the video like I thought it did. So
to those of you in the future who may be watching this, that was one hell of a non sequitur.
What was?
I think we did mention that somebody said
talking about I knew a guy who did fluid dynamics equations for special effects.
Oh no, that was off of the exploded head, I think.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, but it was a little bit since we've been talking about that.
Well, fair enough.
An exploded diagram of your heads exploding.
Yeah, actually, if somebody pledged and it passed through $50 million, my head would sort of explode. So yeah, I can see that. John has that one down.
Oh, Jay! Yay!
I like the idea that Jay convinced somebody to let her buy the kit. Also, that there's a kit.
See, it feels like what they would actually make would be one of those things where it's like, it looks really cool on the box. It looks like it's going to be something that looks like the actual genuine para-anthroid, but really it just looks...
Right, but it's like a
we bought this
five-piece
because there
click-together
are
model.
36 androids living in this storage facility, and this is the cheapest source of spare parts. So we just have like 5 or 10 of these lying around at any given time.
This is how the
finding one with all the parts.
This is how the abandons are actually funding their space.
I thought Heather was helping with that.
I'm not
Heather
sure
is
they all
helping with that.
kick in a little bit.
There are a few of them helping with that way.
Maybe she's helping to fund the Anthroid kits because they have so many different Anthroids.
Cozy Scott. So, make your own android. Is that like the furry version of make your own lightsaber?
I'm gonna go for yes.
Are androids purely mammals? So yeah, due to
Mostly.
some
I've never seen it.
yeah, but the androids,
Oh, the ant. Well,
like, and presumably that could be different, but for the most part, all of the characters are mammals, except for uh, like Anne pointed out, one notable solution that there's a avian, a bird character, but she's
most.
kind of an exception in a lot of ways, in that she's also like a magical creature. So her
I would love to
canon
see.
nature in Hey Kitty is questionable. Um,
I would love to see Shen's version of.
of Secret,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be cool. There is that scene that I keep
Oh
wanting
yeah.
to write in,
That
but I
would be
don't
in
know if
book
it's
2,
too much
though.
Deus Ex Machina. Yeah, that'd be in like almost the end of book 2.
Yeah. That would be before, as they go in book 3 and then find that coyote
Right.
that you
Right.
didn't want to draw. You're like, no,
Um,
stop talking about this idea. I'm like, but it's awesome. We have to create this idea. And you're like, but I can't draw it. I'm like, yes, you can. You have to.
That's
And
a
then
good
you
question
try.
too. Marine mammals, whales and dolphins, and manatees, I think.
manatee are mammals, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Now this
Um,
is starting to make me think of, don't hate me, Star Trek Enterprise, the Zindi.
Nerd.
A little bit.
Nerd.
It's, well, I mean, I watched them all for my thesis.
Did you? Cool.
That is one hell of a sentence.
Well, I couldn't make it through the original series, but I did manage to make watching Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise my homework.
I don't know. Despite it not being the most popular by a long shot, Enterprise is my favorite.
It's pretty fun.
I think I will
And it
always
certainly
be
takes less time to do a rewatch of it.
that's true. I think I will always be a TNG dude, but that's just because, that was my series. That was the timing was right,
Yeah, I grew up with Voyager.
And how much do
How much do what?
how much do you think I should talk about why the species that are represented?
I'm pretty sure I know where you're gonna go with it. So I'm kind of curious to see where you're gonna go with it.
Yeah, I'm curious what you're actually asking me. So maybe start talking, and if I'm like, no, then
Also, like there's the kind of before time.
Yes.
In the before times.
Yeah, that's world building. Why not?
Okay, well, because it's also,
I mean,
it's not necessarily something that the characters in the world know. So I guess
no, but
for the most part, it doesn't really affect them until like possible
except there
book
are
5
some
kind of
vague
thing.
references to like in Hey Fox, where which character was it in that Candyland Halloween crossover, which is like, didn't the humans all die out?
Yeah. So there is a
Once upon a time.
I guess the Hayverse
We have
takes
a
place in a
request to say that.
post-human society. We have I missed that.
That's why I mean, I'm weird, but I didn't actually come up with that particular awesome bit of weirdness.
All right, Shen, while they're talking about all this, you draw a manatee android who's actually a pro wrestler full time, titled The Menacing Mechanical Manatee.
Oh my god, hang on a second.
See,
no, that's amazing. I love it. Hang on.
There was a moment there where it was like, this is going to be a little much, and then you got to the name and cinched that she had to make it happen.
I know. It's perfect. I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
So yes, in the bit of world building there, the reason that one, the species that exist of the, I guess technically they're zoomorphs because they're human based with animal features as opposed to anthropomorphic, which would be animal based with human features. Is that they're the species that survived the dying off of all humanity, but they're also the species that humans made. And so mammals, because they are mammals, humans were mammals. They're compatible with mammals, you know?
So it's something that like wealthier humans would do would be like genetically blend their own self with these different, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you were telling me?
So there was some that was like the wealthier people would do it. Some of it was done for military purposes. Some of it was done strictly for survival purposes. And so, as things got worse,
Which we don't need to go into because that is
right,
more spoilery for book 3 in like 10 years.
right. So, I was going to say if anybody remembers this, but it will actually be saved. So I guess somebody could also come into this in like 9.5 years and be like, "Oh, look at these old streams! Wow, things look so weird."
9.5 years once you've turned this into a multi-million-dollar company
Well, at that point,
and sold the rights to Disney.
No, I don't know that Disney will buy the sex bot story.
Yeah, yeah.
DreamWorks,
The one of the main characters is a prostitute thing might rub them the wrong way a little bit.
And
yeah,
hey, LMAO.
I can think of some people that want to have some reptilian features.
That was a good
Yeah,
one.
there were definitely people that would want reptilian features, and one of the side jokes in early Hey Kitty when I was still drawing it is that there is in fact a pangolin, which are relatives of the armadillo, and they have this kind of scaly skin. And this particular pangolin really wanted to be a dragon,
yes,
so they dyed their scaly skin green so that they could look like dragon lizard creature,
the main
despite
one
still
that
being a
she's
mammal.
in is not mall cats, but the one right after that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when Kitty's
she's
bouncing
walking.
around the mall, picking up new clothes and stuff, still enjoying her time out and getting to know her free days.
Before discovering how horrible people are when they're not
She
friends with
was
Fox.
kind of learning it then. But as she strayed further away from her usual haunts, yeah, people kind of started treating her differently.
Anyways, he's suplexing Fox.
Yeah, that's Fox
Making
is
sure
about
you
to
caught
hit
that.
real hard in that water ring that they're in. Yeah, that doesn't end well for Fox, kind of on any level.
That reminds me of the pro bending stuff.
Right, the Benders League.
Andy's in the drink. Oh yes, what's the manatee's catchphrase?
You writers do that.
Well, we have a suggestion. That's awesome.
What, you're gonna get splash zoned?
Although that would be for like an orca, maybe.
Yeah.
Orca? No, brain. I'm going to go get more tea.
Okay, but orca's killer whale. That would make sense.
Yeah, that would make sense. But the mechanical manatee was definitely the first into the ring and copyrighted it.
Well, that's at the root of their controversy, or what they fight about.
Right.
You stole my catchphrase.
Yes, manatees can dream.
No, probably not of electric sheep.
Well, if they're
then
maybe
not too far fetched around the hay zone.
Right, but sheep are land animals. What would a manatee version be?
What is a sea sheep?
Yeah. Since manatees are sea
seep.
cows. Seep.
Sheep.
Tuna
Sheep.
are
Oh,
definitely
the sea
chicken of the
sheep.
sea. So going by this,
I'm trying to think of what possible sea creature I can think of as being a giant fluff ball. So maybe
let's see. We've got sea
jellyfish?
cows. We've got chicken of the sea. We've got sea pigs. Hmm.
Sea urchin? Little tiny poof balls that are pointy instead of poofy. I had a really good urchin the other day. Oh my god, so tasty. Sorry, I just distracted myself with sushi thoughts.
Sushi.
There you go.
Man, it's
A sea
beautiful.
sheep.
There's a sheep.
I'm not sure. I am not sure what Raccoon is looking for, but apparently found it.
Please share with the class.
Or maybe just that Shen found it with the sea sheep there.
Because then, yeah, totally.
Alrighty. So yeah, we've got some weird ancient history world building for the Hayverse, and we've got a couple of wrestlers going here. Oh, man, cozy.
We have to
Well,
repeat
manatees
it.
used to be mistaken for mermaids, so catchphrase mermaid to to heal in the ring. No, I can't. I just... yeah, you can't link stuff in the YouTube chat, but you can send it to me and I can post it. Manatee in sheep's clothing. Yes.
Send it to Fox, and he'll click on it, and when he groans,
Right,
we'll
or
know it's
when
mine.
my computer blows up.
Nobody gave me anything to draw, so I'm doing Lily Feather as a mouse again.
There we go.
Oh my god, I've drawn this 1,000 million times, and now I can't remember how hands float.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's one of the things I was thinking of. The sea slug, but is super cute. Let me see if I can post things in the chat. I cannot. I did not make myself a moderator.
Oops.
I am special.
You can send it to me.
Inmates are running the asylum.
You can put it up on your own screen and then show us for 20 seconds. Or maybe like 5.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good point. I can just...
Because this way, it'll be retained for the archive.
Just got to open it up on this computer instead of that computer.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Let's just cheat.
Because these guys have
how to draw something. I've drawn 80 gigajillion billion times.
adorable little sheep faces. All right. I'm going to switch off of you for a second, Shan,
Never.
and show adorable little sheep face slug.
Oh yeah. If anything's a sea sheep, that's it.
I love that it's like cartoon sheep face. I don't know if Shen can see this, but
Yes.
And I'm in another. Aww.
Paya Comics has presented
Right.
Shen Travis to everyone. Yeah.
Back to presenting what people are actually here for. Shen's art.
I see you've conveniently skipped away from the hands. were drawn off screen.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out, so I quit. It's
Oh, now I've
funny
got
because
too many
it's the
windows
sort of
open
thing I've
and I
drawn
don't
80,
know
100 times, and
what's
it
going
just
on in
wasn't
chat.
happening.
Is it cheating when I ask for a simian furry?
Yes.
I
I
think monkey furries are just kind of
guess
monkey,
not.
right?
Yeah,
Pretty
I mean,
much.
sort of, but I'm gonna try something. I'm trying to remember how to draw. All of a sudden, it's all gone today. This is like I just turned in like a tournament, so I like do not have very much energy right now.
That's okay. We've been going for like an
Oh,
hour,
yeah,
so
a
it's not
flying
like
lemur.
Yeah.
oh
Well, they didn't say flying, but
yeah, I know.
I've been watching too much Avatar, which actually that's not a thing that can
yeah.
happen. But
Nope. Not possible. Can't be
I
done.
was actually gonna question that. Oh my god, what is art today?
So to the people in chat, I'm getting some weird sound stuff breaking up voices. Are you hearing this fine, or is
I am
that just
hearing
on my
you
end?
fine.
Okay, it's probably just on my end because I've got like too many things streaming through my little internet connection here right now.
Shoot, 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 shoot. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Well, we
Is
got.
everything?
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Oops.
save. Oh my gosh!
Everything is ruined forever.
You almost.
saving probably a good idea, huh?
We
Right
almost
now we
lost
have
everything we did today.
we have Uma
We
Thurman
would
as
always
a
have
goat here.
the memories we have made here with our friends. Well, you guys are friends.
So I got a couple of responses on chat. No, we can hear you fine. Hear you fine. I'm drinking, so you're good. Oh, okay. That's. Shen plays fast and loose. Yeah. Save break. Good thing for everybody. That is actually totally cozy. Dig it.
what about Kitty as guitar? Oh, you already did that.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm just gonna go back to sleep soon.
So we had a bunch of other anthroids now.
Oh, including that maid from the previous episode comic.
The maid from we have a maid from a previous comic, and also a couple of the characters that, if you're following the Patreon, have shown up in the sketches and stuff. Some of whom I dig just come from like super old comics that Shen made.
You needed me to fill a crowd? I will fill a crowd with my own OCs. Like this one.
I've got an idea for whenever this original character has been finished drawing. Draw
is
some
this
of the
Goth Bunny?
maybe.
No, this is
I love Goth Bunny.
rabbit background character. Oh, the Goth Bunny. Yes, it's Goth. In fairness
RBC
to me,
for
her
short.
name has been Ramona since I was 9. She's got like piercings and stuff. And she's so goth. All right. What was your what did you want to request?
Draw a couple of the one or two, maybe probably Kitty, probably Fox, whatever. Draw a couple of regular cast members alongside whatever online avatars they use.
Let me think.
This is half a question
Take a little
for
creativity on my
the
part.
artist here, and half a brainstorming question for you actual writers here.
I'm gonna need the writers to weigh in on this.
Repeat
They
the
have
question.
like avatars, like icons or something.
Hmm.
Uh,
But I mean, wouldn't the Androids, since the browser they use, they wouldn't actually have to use avatars.
But how would a
Although,
regular
how would that come across to
being
everybody?
see that?
so,
Would they
sorry,
pick the most glamorous view of themselves?
I
Or
totally lost
just-
the last minute because my audio was bad. I got something about avatars, but I don't know what.
what do the characters' online avatars look like?
So the androids, when they appear in their online space, show up as their own self-image.
Right.
Whatever
How would
they.
a non-android see that?
Well, pretty much as a 3D representation of.
Wait, the bios get to see 3D stuff?
Well, it depends on what
I-
kind of display they're using.
That's true. Fox just has a computer.
But
But somehow, oh, right, because he got Kitty as a gift, so that's why.
right, but like
From Sam.
Pixie totally has like full 3D AR setup that she uses. So Fox apparently just hasn't really upgraded his gear either. But yeah, that was actually one of the kind of early things about. Uh,
It's been a while since I've read back that far.
One of the fun things about drawing Kitty in like cyberspace is that her outfit shifts depending on what she's feeling, what her mood is at the time, how exposed she's feeling.
Which
It
we
did-
felt bad about.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about confusing people in the slightest. I do that for a living.
Because we weren't trying to be confusing, and I think at the time we were trying to not spoil too much stuff, so we didn't really answer the question.
Yeah.
So I felt bad.
Rikun is touching on something that will show up later, isn't a spoiler, just will show up more later. But yeah, some of the bigger creatures, bears, rhinos, bulls, stuff like that, in Anthroid are what are used in more industrial services. So heavy lifting, construction, demolition, stuff like that is
And
going
we
to
saw
be.
the actual bios who were bulls right after the mall thing.
Yeah,
So
and they do also tend to get into those same things just because big, strong
So
people
you've got
doing big, strong jobs.
some robots designed for heavy industry, some robots designed for just regular housework, some robots designed for Arctic
Fun.
research. Tell me how this isn't Mega Man.
Because they don't come with built-in weapons.
All right, you're good.
Also, that
Not drawing
Other
the
acceptable
mantis
answers.
shrimp. Wait, you weren't
would
there
have
when we
been-
went over this, Riku, but I am not drawing the mantis shrimp. Drawing that.
and
Oh, a crab. Well, maybe I could try.
and for there are crustaceans, that character showed up as a character in a fantasy from a comic book.
Probably transformed into a mantis shrimp in some horrible lab accident.
No, the other way around. Super intelligent mantis shrimp that wants to prove how smart he is, but turns out is only as smart as like a fairly average to kind of stupid human, but that is like mega uber genius level for mantis shrimp.
It's true.
but then there's the other version of Tedums that we see or will see in book 2?
Right, but
Da-da-da.
that's different.
Yes, that is definitely different. Since that is not actually
Right.
mantis shrimp.
It's a good question. How do anthroids like bulls and goats translate hands?
One that's just anthros.
Yeah,
I think Tristan is a good example. Let me get a.
Yeah.
Here, there we go. And also the llama from the first. I put the link in the YouTube chat, but you maybe if
I
Fox,
saw
if
the
you
YouTube,
could
I saw
show.
the link for.
I just put the Tristan one.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one yet. There it is.
So if you could show on the YouTube so that it stays, so that
Sure.
people can see it.
Actually, on a
Although
different computer, so I have to.
I would imagine that since Anthroids can be custom ordered and such, there are a non-zero amount with weird hooves for hands and cute cat paws.
At this
There,
point, I just
Like,
I
link that
imagine are in
really
fact
have to do
some.
this.
gift.
I really wish I had thumbs.
Picturing the Adventure Time
come
scene
pretty
of the deer
standard
taking
in,
off his hooves and wiggling his fingers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that works pretty well.
And yeah, we're gonna look at some of my crappy old art.
Hey, pause yourself
Pardon me.
talk.
Why you gotta ask these hard questions?
What do anthroids think of cephalopods?
To me.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. I make no apologies.
So, real quick here. Here's an earlier Hey Kitty comic from back when you had to suffer through my art.
Stop that.
And he is a.
Wasn't he a duiker? No.
I'm trying to remember now because I want to say
What's a duiker? Is that what that is? Or is that a
maybe
different thing?
I think that was a different one.
No, that is.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. In any case, he's a related to a gazelle essentially.
I was close.
Tends to have heavier duty, like fingernails that go all the way around the finger instead of just on the top, and slightly cloven hooves as well. Though this particular picture doesn't get all the way down there.
And then there is a llama in that other link that I sent.
Right.
Of Wendy.
Um,
Which has more of the hoof type that you're talking about.
Right.
Oh, I miss PT.
Yeah, PT's got to come back into things, I'm sure.
Well, especially since Jen is already now an expert at drawing red pandas.
Right.
Yeah, expert. Totally not drawing Lucky differently every single time.
You should draw Lucky in a standoff with weird color inverted Lucky, but no one can tell the difference despite the obvious color.
Right.
Despite the obvious color markings.
All of the other characters are going.
Maybe it's because
they
it's
look
in black
identical.
and white. That reminds me of a scene that I can't wait for.
Maybe the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That's like three-fingered split hoof hand. Yeah, kind of something like that. Octopi, cuttlefish, squids.
Okay, seriously though, April's almost over. I need to know. Did he in fact used to have black face markings and white tail rings, or am I just insane? Because that's
You know
about
what? You're crazy because I'm pretty sure I've never drawn white tail rings.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure the tail rings weren't white, but
It's my favorite animal to draw, eh?
that answers. All right, I'm totally bonkers.
Well, we don't judge because you fit right in here.
Okay.
But now I'm curious, so I'm looking.
yeah, me too.
It was about the second week in April. I was like, wait a minute, did Lucky always look like that? Are his colors all different? Because I mean, it wouldn't be the first time webcomic artist has gone and changed something
Right.
and then gone back through all the previous comics and changed that retroactively.
Oh, no, that definitely didn't happen.
No. But if you search here, if you do the characters equal Lucky, I don't see that. I do see the lighting sometimes being a
Yeah,
lighter
the lighting
color.
definitely changes. But what I was trying to
stylistically.
remember, excuse me, is if in any of the sketches, it made it look like that.
Exactly.
So most of the
Very
sketches
first one,
are
I think.
black and white.
But that was
So,
just black and white, so.
right. That's all I meant is I just wonder if we had a character study of him at some point that gave that impression.
Well, the
I know.
very first one is the only one that actually shows his tail of the sketches, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't tag him in that.
Right, but I think they're all just black and white. So that
I
might
don't
be
know
it
what's
too.
my
Is
art
since you saw a bunch
doing
of them
today in
in
white.
black and white.
And then looking through the Lucky characters equals Lucky tag, like the one in the top right on the set of sketches with him, with his blush, kind of makes it look like he's got black marks on his eye. So
Right.
I may be crazy, but I've got a good reason for being crazy.
Doesn't everyone?
No,
No.
I'm pretty sure that's the definition of
of crazy is
so there's not,
not
a good
having
reason
a good
for what
reason
you're
for
doing.
it.
I don't think that's the definition of crazy.
I think it's
Is
doing
it
the
a
same thing over
coincidence
and
that
over
when
again and
somebody
expecting a different result, right?
That
Okay,
is
I'll
me one of my
whatever you
favorite
version.
animals to draw?
Oh, specifically, it was what's your favorite animal to draw for Hey Kitty? So
Well, the thing is, I've gotten into drawing the cats and the wolves on account of they exist in 2 comics that I do now. So
Right.
I kind of use
so there's kind of a lot of those these days.
Except my pen is not doing the thing today. I swear sometimes I can draw. This is not one of those times. Where is
And
your
if
eye
it helps,
looking?
PT's tail is white and red.
I may be
I wrote her
thinking,
name in.
may have thought these guys were exactly the same character.
Right. No, PT is the slightly overweight red panda that showed up a couple of times
He has
when
multiple
Kitty was first
part-time
on the way out.
jobs.
Yes, he has multiple part-time
That's
jobs.
why he's PT.
Oh no, now I'm gonna have to look for him.
Here, I have it right here.
Yeah, specifically, he's slinging burgers when she gets a burger, and he works at the bookstore that she goes to.
Weren't we gonna have him show up more? I feel like he was gonna show up
We
all
were,
the time.
And
for
confuse
one
more
thing,
people like me.
he's about to show up again because we're going to see the bookstore again soon.
Yay, bookstore.
Oh right, in the
Yeah.
No, but that's not the bookstore. That's the comic books.
No,
Nope,
that's the bookstore.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure this is. I was not confusing PT and Lucky. So
well, that excuse is gone then.
write
They're
this down
taking-
for next year. That would have been a great April Fool's joke.
We have a couple of boar, like wild boar, but no domestic pig characters.
I once drew some pig anthros for a completely separate comic when I was doing a rendition of the 3 Little Pigs.
Your goats are
Came
very
out
popular
pretty
in
good.
chat.
I like drawing them. It's not working today for some reason, but I usually like drawing them.
No eye patch
On whom? What?
on your cat.
Huh? Where?
I was just. Never mind.
Doesn't have an eye patch.
I know. I was kind of teasing you about not being able to get the peg leg on the right leg, and then trying to add in extra details.
Needs an
Nobody
eye
knows. Nobody said anything about that because no one reads my comic.
So it has been like an hour and a half, so maybe we should start winding this down.
All right, help me finish this page. What
All
should
right.
we go on this page?
How about that Fox you got some reference pics for earlier?
Don't know him.
Birthday card.
I don't think we're going to
Oh, right. Yeah.
start the birthday card on this one. But that does remind me that we already have plans for the next stream. We're starting to adult on this and actually plan ahead.
But not in that way.
But not a lot, but kind of.
We're not going overboard. We're just starting small.
Right.
Baby steps
on
adulting.
So our next stream is going to be on May 13th, which is a Saturday. So we can do it a little earlier in the day and have people a little more energetic. Also, people not having just finished a bunch of comics, and so maybe not feeling totally burnt out on drawing, right, Chen? I'm thinking more like, 4 or 5 o'clock instead of 6-ish.
Okay.
Because it'll be a weekend this time, so.
Right.
I should be good for that. Because, coincidentally, my younger brother graduates that day. Oh. So I got to drive 4 hours to go to his college. And then, the previous night, 4 hours. Right. And then I got to be up for morning graduation. I got to drive 4 hours back.
Good times. I will be the next weekend down in California because my best friend graduated from seminary.
Cool.
I'm going to go there for his graduation.
Oh, I can't believe it's been 4 years already.
Yeah, really? Time flies.
Didn't we one time much earlier on have a request for a cat that was a pastor? That could help finish up the page.
I'm still looking for the reference for the other. Darn it.
It's in shameless promotion.
Pull it up for you?
Yes. I lost it.
Poor Shem.
Sorry.
I just want to give you a.
Wait, is it in shameless promotion?
What was the question?
I'm just looking for some reference for something that was requested of me, and no.
I am putting it in the Hangout chat. See here. Oh, I missed some stuff in the chat.
Can confirm. That's them.
I wonder what a camel would look like.
Oh.
Did you just goat laugh?
Yes, she did. I think.
Would you keep the hump, or would it just be Joe Camel? Oh, that's kind of a good question. I guess that's a question of how well hydrated they are.
I mean, I guess.
And someone's birthday. Yeah, so May 16th is Fox and my birthday. So.
And what is it? LB?
LB, yeah, and LB's birthday.
Who we do see briefly in Hey Kitty.
Yes,
for like
very briefly. So we're going to start a new thing with that to give y'all some way to feedback in, some participation. That's what I'm looking for. There's a word. So we're going to make a birthday card for Fox, and it's going to be a coloring page. So it'll be, black lines, and maybe we'll even leave layers available if you want to color online. And then we're going to do a coloring contest. We're going to put it out and post it for everybody to see on the Patreon, and then everybody can vote on which one they like the most, and there will be prizes.
It's going to be mine. I win the coloring contest.
You can enter, but you are not eligible to win the coloring contest. I'm already going to pay you for making it.
bonus prize for winning my own contest.
That would be sad if you didn't win, though.
No, I would be depressed about it.
And happy unbirthdays to all.
And to all a good night.
That's a good idea. And yeah, maybe the winner will even join us in the chat for the next stream. Like bonus, bonus high patron level.
Will we get judgment criteria, or will it just be the one you guys like the most?
Nope,
Well, it's
it'll
not
just
us.
be which
It'll
one do
be
you like.
whoever the patrons like the most.
Yeah.
Or is it
Open
Right.
voting.
No, I think we can actually open voting up. I was thinking that the patrons would get access to the page a little earlier.
Oh, cool. I like that.
But then everybody can vote on it. So you don't have to be paying. Just swing by the Patreon and you get to vote.
Oh, right. So you could tell your friends, vote for me.
Right. Which is also
But you
something
shouldn't, if you're being fair.
that you can totally follow the Patreon and not actually pledge. Like you can just go make a Patreon account and follow Patreons that you like, and
So that you
like
can
when
get
there's public
emails when there's new
postings
stuff.
and messages and stuff like, hey, the stream's coming up, like you still get to see that stuff. So totally worth doing.
It's a
'Cause
really
I know
fun social
money's
media
tight.
that just is all like if you follow a bunch of people, you just get to see all these awesome art
Things that are
art
happening.
things that people are creating, and it's so much more or so much less depressing than Facebook and everything else. So I recommend it for
Truth.
your mental health. Go follow everybody on Patreon. Maybe not everybody, but you know.
Maybe
Yeah,
not everybody,
at
because that'll turn it. For me, that'll turn it into exactly the same thing that it's turned every other social media site. Well, I could attempt to catch up on everything, but I want to do it all because I'm a little obsessive like that, and there's no way I have enough time to do this. So
The Patreon also does have just a timeline of the most recent stuff, and that's what mostly I check out.
Yeah, it definitely
so just
doesn't. You don't have to do the whole dig all the way through thing.
every single
And
person's stuff, which is actually much harder on Patreon because sometimes, I mean, you would then have to switch views to things that you can actually see if you're not a patron of them. That looks like the tails are wings.
it does kind of.
Well, that's where they are now.
Okay, we have somebody saying they might have to duck out soon, and that's, I think, everybody.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap up here in just a few minutes. But yeah, thank you for coming. It's been super awesome, and
Please mention to friends to pledge $1 so that we can get to that $500 and have Shen draw the schematic for an Android.
there you go. And yeah, so patreon.com/heykitty, and you can see the public stuff, and you can get glimpses at what's going up for the paid patrons. I keep trying to look for a new word, but it's patron. Patron's what it's called. And yeah, help us make more awesome stuff, or rather, help me pay Shen to make more awesome stuff.
Mostly that.
What's a lot of machine parts?
I think that's the
schematic
exploded
drawing.
view. The schematic, yeah.
Oh, yes. That's why it's the $500 a month.
Right.
Oh, Preacher Cat. Oh, I think
No,
that was
50
from my
million
mom.
was the make your own Android.
What? Y'all cut out.
Oh, Don said 50 million. I said, yeah, 50 million's the make your own Android pledge level. We'll figure that out when we get there.
So the Preacher Cat can be for your friend's graduation. Well, our friend.
Yeah, we can. There you go. That's awesome.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you
Good
so
night.
much, Shen. You're awesome.
Yes, definitely.
I like the fox butterfly comment.
Yeah.
Now I just want to see Fox dressing up as a butterfly and saying he's pretty and something, and people saying, Well, at least he didn't fail at putting on pantyhose again.
Right. Oh, I thought people had forgotten about that.
Nope. Everyone remembers forever.
Shoot. Good night, you guys. This is the last drawing, I think, so y'all
Yeah,
ain't
I
missing
think so.
much. Oh my gosh, hurry up and fail at me.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Shen
There.
to show signs of stopping. Then I'm going to stop the broadcast, but I'm going to keep going until she says she's
I
done.
just wanted to finish this one drawing. Okay, it's done. I'm saving. Goodbye. Good night.
Good
Thank you
night.
all for coming.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.